Welcome to this video. Playing Akaba in the house again, and this statistics function is telling me that I have a 6-1 score against this guy, despite the fact that our ratings are relatively close. Okay, the classical Steinitz variation A3. This is the modern main line of this opening, as I learned in this this book by Argard and Netildis. And my theory really is coming to an end after A3. I only had a brief look at all this in the book, and need to rely on my general understanding of French positions, which is probably not great. I have played the French for years on and off, and really stopped after some disastrous games. One of the games actually is the main game in the opening book, opening for white, according to Anand, the series by Alexander Khalifman, where he suggests a white repertoire based on 1e4, and this is constructed loosely along the lines of the opening repertoire of now former world champion Vishy Anand. But the main game of this part of the French is actually a game of mine that I lost against Grandmaster Nijboer in the Dutch league, and this was kind of a 20 move game where I was duly mated in a very direct fashion. It was just completely destroyed. I wanted to play g6 actually. Okay, now I'm able to. It's a bit ugly, but it's how does he ever make progress here with the bishop on b5? I'm stopping the c4 move. I don't think I have anything. I don't have anything to fear in this position. Then I wonder, is it possible to do something actually? Maybe if I double on the c-file, I can maybe take at some stage and enter on c4. If he takes with the pawn, okay, he's taking himself. But this doesn't really worry me. I'm thinking about putting a rook here and then play maybe h4 or g5 even. Interesting. Or rook c4. No, not good. Let's take.
Check.
And go here, intending to open up here. Now, if I let's consider g5 maybe g5 and h4, something like that. Okay. If he takes, I play rook e4 and grab the e5 pawn. This should be good for black. So he's not going for that. But what about this? Now maybe h4. Trying to get rid of the weaknesses here. Then rook e4 and maybe f6. Okay, wait, not so quick. Maybe, yeah, I can do that now. It's okay. I threaten to take and rook e4, winning the pawn. So he needs to take.
Check.
And he has two weaknesses to worry about, f4 and c3. It's not so easy to play for white. I threaten king f5 and I win one of the pawns. Okay, so he's going for counterplay. If I take rook h7 to b7 probably. Maybe for a moment cover that. If he goes rook h4, I have e5. Okay, so this didn't help. Okay, I need to take it. There is no real alternative to that. Okay, so the question is how to continue now. d4 even is possible. Takes, rook check, king e4, rook a3, but rook b8. He always gets there. Rook f2 blunders the rook. Shouldn't do that. Okay. I try to push the pawns. I'm not 100% sure what's the best here. I check. I can just protect it. Okay, let's see. I can go d4. Try to keep the pawn. Takes, rook takes, king e3, rook d5, but this is very passive.
Check.
I don't want to play in such a passive way. Okay, I cannot manage without the king. King e4 and rook f2. This must be right, I think. It's not a material issue. Okay, so here, and then rook a2.
Check.
Yeah, I think this is good. Taking the pawn. So that I have the a pawn.
Check.
Okay, now I cannot play a3, of course. Okay. That's not ideal, of course, but probably I didn't see anything else. It's probably just a draw. Maybe I have some chances.
Check. 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 Check.
Rook a5.
Check. 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 Time warning. Check. Check. Check.
Come on.
White forfeits on
Yeah,
time.
now it's a win. Wow, very tense endgame. But I'm not entirely sure. I mean, if he should be able to draw. Yeah, this endgame can be deceptive. But it's clear that only black has some slight chances. Because my rook is just more active. Maybe you should play something like that. This reduces me to f6. And here I have something. Rook e4 is maybe even better. Okay. Here rook takes f4 is a good move. This is the okay. This is why rook e4 is better first. Interesting. I can always take, but after rook takes, I can take e5. And here, after rook takes, I cannot take. I mean, I can, but it's not a win. So after rook takes, I need to retreat. And then he always has this idea, so that I can probably not switch here. At least not switch with the idea to win the game. Okay, so we got this end game. And I tried this, okay, and now I took. The question is if I played it correctly. 5 looks good, utilizing the pawns.
Check.
And here, yeah, computer wants to play rook f2 check, king d3, and then, yeah, it wants to go to a2 and take a3. I wanted to activate the king. This looked very logical to me.
Check.
But he had this funny idea.
Check.
d4. Yeah, the comp gives this as a straight win. It even sees it's on -8, so he probably sees the pawn promotion already coming. d3 is stronger here, but okay. I think what I did, I think it should win, really.
Check. Check. Check.
Yeah, rook b5 is a bit stronger.
Check.
This is a draw, actually. No, this is not. This is a draw. This is a funny idea. This is mate, mate, and this is
check.
a perpetual.
Check.
I didn't see that. This is a problem.
Check.
So this is why I need to, at this point, play rook b5, and this is really easy. Just pushing has no way to prevent it.
Check.
And, well, after
check.
He allowed that. It's a win.
Check. Check.
No, after a2 it's a draw. Yeah, I didn't have the time really. But this is already a draw. I was pretty optimistic here with this king cutoff, but maybe I don't really manage to get the b file back. Yeah, hard to say. I only had 20 seconds myself. All right, thanks for watching.